In the ring we stand tall, words of blades that never fall, debate like warriors brave. Every thought we give and save. In the ring we stand tall, words of blades that never fall, debate like warriors brave. Every thought we give and save. Through the noise we cut clean, spirited mind sharp and keen. With a spark that lights the night, join us in this epic fight. Welcome to the Spartan Arena, where minds clash and thoughts clean. In the heat of every word, truth and insight will be heard. Buckle up and take your stance. In this arena, there's no chance to escape the fight by law. Dive in deep and search for more. From heartfelt talks to fierce debates, we explore what fate creates. Side by side we seek the light. In the dark our minds ignite. Welcome talks to fierce debates, we explore what fate creates. Side by side we seek the light. In the dark our minds ignite. Welcome to the Spartan Arena, where minds clash and thoughts clean. In the heat of every word, truth and insight will be heard. Buckle up and take your stance. In this arena, there's no chance to escape the fight by law. Dive in deep and search for more.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's another day. It is Wednesday, new month, August 6th, 2025. How's you guys doing today? Hope you're taking your time coming in. I know we have some crazy week, we have some crazy news, we have some shenanigans going on in the country today. I'm trying to fix my position on my. Okay, so everyone with my camera. I'm gonna whoop their ass. You just stop doing that to me. Logitech, calm down, okay? Thank you. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing so far this week? This is Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. We're in the middle of the week right now. Hope you take your time, come in, relax yourself. Let me know you are here. Waiting for my co-host to show up soon. I know we worked on this project. We're a little bit much earlier than expected. I hope it's not too overwhelming for him, so I hope he show up too. I know I sent me a link, not too early, but I think I'm the link so far. So how's everybody doing? How's the week? How are you doing so far? What's on your mind today? Ready for the conversation. I know y'all see the background. I'm not gonna lie. The background is I want to take controversy. What's going on, Wally? Wally?
Sorry, mic was off.
No question, no problem. How you doing?
I'm alright.
I'm okay. You noticed about the background for today's show?
Yeah, the background of today's
Yeah,
show is about yeah.
yeah. This anime is funny. I first watched it. I was like, oh. Who the artists?
Good. That's how just comedian moments.
Because I don't know if anybody who ever watched this anime, you know that the severe elephant in the room was very severe.
What elephant in the room are you talking about?
Okay, let me say it again. You watched this anime, did you?
Yeah, at a time, for as much I can remember.
When you watched it, and what stood out too obvious
What stood out too obvious
in this anime, based on a particular character?
on a particular character? You want to talk about two?
Go ahead if you want to say it.
I mean, literally, it's two. I mean, we talk about. I mean, granted, one is way more severe than the other, but still. I mean, yeah, one of them had, yes. If you're wondering what David's trying to get at is he's hitting at mostly the female characters in this, because yes, the female characters for sure were shot out. One was shot out just because of the suit wear and where she chooses to combat, aka right a little bit under the presentation, as you can see.
Mhm.
And the other one, well, the other one, well, Lord have mercy, you gotta have to see that for yourself.
I was talking about so when I saw this anime, I said, how many young teenagers saw this anime and lost their mind?
And said to themselves, "See, my woman got to be just like this, or it ain't happening."
I would try to focus on the storyline, but every time her character pop up, I was like,
Which is almost every single time.
I was like, I gotta think about the artist. What was he thinking when he did this? When he's laughing hard, when he goofing around, when it was their idea because it was so awkward. 'Cause I was trying to figure out how I'm going to do this anime to somebody without the yeah.
You can't. It is the honor code of way of life for
Yeah,
every
but
young teen.
here's the joke though. We are nerd. I'm able to show this anime to our non-nerd friend, and they saw that thing. What do you think they will be doing?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Look, I'm gonna talk to you later tomorrow. Next thing you know, they go into their rooms. The next thing you know, they go close the door. Blah blah blah.
Oh, this anime was so hilarious. I just felt like the creator of this anime is evil. Straight evil.
I mean, one thing's for sure. This was way more funnier. Well, they did this a little bit way more better than they did on Dragon Ball, but the only difference is,
Yes.
This was actually way more plot out.
It was thought out, but the thing is, I wish it could have gone much further than what it did. This was so hilarious on multiple levels. I could not help myself. I was like, I wonder how the people in the studio were thinking when they were drawing this, how everybody was cracking up like, how are we going to play this out without everybody stating the obvious? I'm like, really? It was so gun ho funny. It was. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll try not to laugh. I'll try not to giggle too much. I'll not try to look awkward on the screen. If I did, let me know in the chat room to calm the hell down. I'm glad Peter's not here because people would have made it worse. For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, today's show is about Kenichi. My son watched. I started looking for this watch. Anyway,
Check your mic.
hello.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah. I'm just saying, check your mic because they're sort of getting you out a little bit.
Let me you see where my mic is right now. So,
Okay.
so let me go on. Kenichi, the Mightiest disciple, followed the journey of Kenichi, Shawahama, a timid bully high school student, really. Do you have to get character who get bullied, how to learn how to fight? Anyway, a timid and bully high school student who is often called weak legs. What nickname they call people back in our days in high school besides weak legs? Dweebs, nerd, Poindexter, Gopher Boy. You have a name to add to this list, Wally?
No, because even as much as I was sort of bullied, I never landed in this lane. I was in multiple lanes, so I couldn't. I can't see it the same way as everybody else, sadly.
Whatever. His life changed when he befriended the beautiful, yes, she is beautiful, and strong transfer student Miu Fuiji. Watch the anime, see what I'm talking about. Inspired by her and her desire to protect himself and others, he began training at the dojo where she lived around Zapaku. It's a wacky ass dojo. Whew. The dojo is the home to an electric group of 6 martial art masters. They lost their goddamn mind, literally speaking. You specialize in a different discipline, including karate, 1, Muay Thai, 2, Jiu-Jitsu, 3, Chinese Kempo, 4, and Kenichi, despite they say 6, only mentioned 4. I know the other one won't tell us. Kenichi, despite having no natural talent, endured a grueler. No, it's not really grueler. It would be on watching it. You think it was no, it was torture. And often hilarious training training regimen under the eccentric masters. I wonder how Wally would have looked like if you gone to those same trainings.
Deadlier than I was before.
I would have went through the glasses like, nigga, you ain't not trying to kill me, right? You ain't not trying to kill me. That's how bad it was. As he gets stronger, he draws the attention of powerful street gangs. This always happened. No matter where you go to, when you learn how to fight, everybody want to test you. It's something weird about humanity. If you were a target, a mark, a victim, the moment you want to change your title, everybody want to test you to see if you belong, you're allowed to change your title or not. It's crazy. As he gets stronger, he draws the attention of powerful street gang and martial art organizations, forced him to use his new skill to fight for justice and protect his friend. The series combines action, which is a lot of it, comedy, which is out of control, literally speaking, and character development. There's a lot of character development in multiple ways. As Kenichi transformed from a cowardly weakling, which is too obvious, into a formidable fighter, which was amazing. All while navigating the challenge of high school and his bodily feeling for Mew. It was too obvious. It is crazy. Let's look at an overview. Kenichi the Mighty Disciple. The author is Siyu Masuina. Anime with about 50 episodes. 11 OVA. This from 2006 to 2014. Not about 8 years. The manga run was from 2002 to 2014, about 61 volumes. The genre is martial art, action, comedy, shonen, romance.
That's not the only thing it had. If you see the beautiful icon picture right there, the manga,
Oh,
you know
God.
exactly what we were talking about earlier. Boing, 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 boing.
And it has a bunch of bromance going on. You cannot lie about that one.
Yeah. This is the part of the romance. Oh man, lovely in the front and the back.
Oh God! want to take over?
Okay,
I
I'm
know
gonna
you
stop.
want.
Yeah, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna stop. Just humor me right now because David had to
Oh,
point this out.
yeah, it's. Oh God, this slide even pointed out. I forgot. I didn't pay attention to the slide. I just realized. I'm like, oh, this is what he referring to. You see my cruiser here. Yeah, it's that. Studio, TMS Entertainment, aka TV Anime, and Brian Bass that did the OVA. It's crazy though. So someone's in the chat. We got a person named. Oh really? Naruto. Hmm. Anybody watching this? Nope. Oh, you're not too sure. Main character. Kenichi Shurama is the main protagonist, bully student turned fighter. Now, I think how you want to put this. In character creation, at one point I thought it was similar to Naruto, but it wasn't. There was a slight twist where it was almost similar to make it look like, but it was not similar at all. But the training, compared to what Naruto has to go through, Naruto looked more realistic kind of training. This guy training was it did not make no goddamn sense. It was sadistic, if you want to say in one word, literally. It was the type of training I would think every high school student worst nightmare. Like, what in the hell is this? I was laughing. I was like, nah. This can never be possible. If someone want to train me and put me to some kind of look like they're trying to eliminate me, then I'll be wondering, I'll be questioning your mental state. Like, are you trying to make me stronger or are you trying to take me out? Which one is it? Please make up your mind. That was the main character situation. Miu Fuiji, the love interest, the childhood martial arts prodigy. Yes, she was a prodigy. 'Cause her grandfather run the dojo. No, no disrespect. I thought all grandfathers were to be short. Well, just me thinking that. Let me know, Wally.
Did you just said that you believe all grandpas were supposed to be short?
Come on. We watch. Hold on. Let's be real here. We watch a lot of Japanese animation, right? What the common thing for all the grandpa? What were their height requirement? What were they looking like?
Yeah, not all of them were that much in height requirements. So
No, but I understand. But let's be honest though. In most anime we have seen so far, what a common thing. The grandpa was either short, hand, hunchback over whatsoever, or they was almost midget side trying to hide their truth. Was it not?
okay, you want to stand on the idea of the comical anime stereotype type
Yeah,
of a
I
grandpa.
was saying because this girl grandfather was like a giant. I was like,
Yes, like most other grandpas in the animes, because there were a particular giant in a particular anime when they start getting kids. So, yeah.
AKA Fit to the North Star. That was a thing. Fit to the North Star. Everyone who can fight was giant. I was like, what the hell? You can't fight, you a midget. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Fit to the North Star. Even though they're doing a reboot, which is about to come out next year, hopefully speaking. We were talking about it before the past couple of weeks, like, bro, they're gonna do a reboot of Fit to the North Star. I'm like, interesting. That was the thing. Hayato Fuiji, the elder, that's her grandfather, your grandfather, dojo head, all style. Look at the keyword. Absurdly powerful. That is an understatement. I'm not gonna tell nobody no lie. I felt like they got with the kingpin because he be pulling some wicked ass string behind the scene on purpose. Sometimes I felt like the whole crew of sadistic individuals. They were just torturing the young boy. The young boy was just a, a plaything for them to pass time. Exactly. That's how I felt. Because there's no amount of time I did not laugh and I was like holding my stomach like this time gonna kill me one day. It was hilarious for real. Shu Sakaki, Karate Master, Animal Style, Street Brawl. This dude right here, I don't know if you want to call it Animal Style, but this guy was an animal for real. He more gangster than Street Brawl. Am I wrong, Wally?
Hold on.
Or Shio Sakaki, the Karate
Thank you,
Master.
Shakira. Uh, I mean, for that style, I wouldn't naturally call it. I mean, for him, I guess you would call it animal style, but I wouldn't also call it because when you think about karate, karate has to be very technical, so it's really tough for it to be really that way.
I'm glad she
But
said
just
it.
because,
I'm glad she said it. Everyone,
okay, I did not know that Wife School was actually an anime watcher.
oh, you be surprised. I'm glad she said the actual word. They worked that boy crazy. I was like, this is the only anime I felt sorry for the protagonist. I was crying for the protagonist. I was like, I hope his torture will end.
That's the problem. When you're applying discipline, the torture never ends.
No, no, hold on. We watched a lot of martial arts anime. Naruto, yeah, it looked more realistic. Going through the training, yeah. Kenichi, it was looking like psychotic. You will talk. I was
Well,
wondering, I was in my head, no offense, that is, I don't know, they're having Japan. I was thinking in the anime, there'll be a child services guru will come and check on the boy, see if he survived it or not. That was what I was thinking. I was like, yo, no, seriously, like, what kind of BS is this?
he'll be all right. At least it's not the manga version, because the manga version now was really brutal. But this was just
Uh,
okay.
it reminded me of that movie where Jackie Chan and Jet Li were training one boy and they were the son of the dude. Doing him, remember that movie? They had both Jackie Chan and Jet Li and some American boy. He must have passed out and entered a new world. And both of them was his master and they were training him and they were doing him dirty. No, 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 no. This is how you do the pocket. No, 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 no. What? I was watching that movie. I was like, no, you didn't. I forgot that. If it's Forbidden Kingdom or something like that, it was a movie that had both Jackie Chan and Jet Li. If anybody remember that movie, please put the name in the chat room because that movie, in the movie that everybody was laughing. They were feeling type of protagonist. You were getting abused. Literally. When I talk about abuse, you have two masters who was intentionally on purpose abusing the boy while they were training him. He was getting he could not even talk back if he wanted to. He could not. He was getting pulled left and right. And when I saw this anime, I was like, oh god, this might be more than sadistic comedy when it comes to Japanese. It was low key. What you say? Who was that rat looking guy? Oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let me see if I remember who. There he is. See the? Oh no, it's Apache Hopachai. That's the multi master. The multi right here. Shingoe Kosaki. She was the weapon master. Kenjutsu weapon based combat. She was the scariest. I think that was she referring to it as the rat looking guy. He named it Akisame Kyotsuju, Jiu-Jitsu master, Jiu-Jitsu philosophy, and medicine. This guy was an expert chiropractor, but he was evil with it. Now this one, he gave Master Roshi a run for his money. Want to bet, Wally?
What happened now?
This character right here, Kensai Ma Kensai?
You talking about the Jujutsu Master?
Yeah, no, not this is Chinese Kimber. The Jiu-Jitsu master, he was a sadistic guy when it comes to
Okay,
chiropractor
okay,
and
you're talking about
medicine.
the last one. You're talking about the last guy.
The last one would give Master Roshi a run for his money.
Pretty much.
You know why I said that? This guy right
Oh,
here
really?
is,
For what parts?
you know, damn well
Humor
sure
me.
I'm talking about.
No, humor me, because at this point now you just ask me something else now. Go ahead, humor me.
Well,
But
well, why cool?
don't tell me about the sexy stage, man.
There's one person in the class we had a time. I can't remember who that person, but when I watched this anime and I see what this guy was doing, I was like, oh god, they need to do a death battle between him and Matsuoshi, two preferred characters in anime.
Oh, simple. Pervy Sage.
Oh god.
Yeah, you forgot about him, didn't you? Yeah, yeah. The greatest novelist.
No, right here, let me take that back. There are three of them. It's him, Matsuoshi from Dragon Ball, Kensai Ma for Kenichi, and there's one more for Naruto. Probably said, yeah, that was Naruto mentor. Put those three in a death battle from a perverted masters. You see who those are the three iconic characters in anime that you will end up laughing hard with watching them. You're like, what the and it is funny as hell. This guy, I was I was saying that as a medicine man, the person who's into medicine, he's undercover evil. Real talk. The way he will fix you, okay. You hear that? Just have to drop the link for his wife. Let me drop the link so it want to come up to join the conversation because this show is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. It was a fun. I watched all 50 episodes of this anime, and I try not to cry laughing, but this thing would make me have to go to the bathroom. I'll be drinking a lot of Kool-Aid or ice to try to enjoy the viewing. But the comedy is just straight out of control. This character, Shigeru Kosaki, ooh, you talk about a female fatale, or what they would call it in French, a female who is very fatal. This is one character. If you want to describe her type of character, you'll say they at your own risk character. Am I wrong, Wally?
Yes, and she's the second one that I also admire as well. Now, this one
Yeah.
is for sure one of the. This one's very now. See, like I said, she's the one that is the undercover. Like you got to wait for her because her scenery is really aftermath, not the front math.
Yes. Wife school, you were correct. She was cold. Oh God. I was
That's the best
I was
one.
wondering who is the most dangerous female character of that type of caliber on any other anime who could compete with her. But the way they portray her, I was thinking, how many boyfriends did she murder? A lot of yet. Let's take that question back. Did she ever had a boyfriend? What do you think, Wally?
Mm, for someone that tends to quote unquote put raps, yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Because I was asking somebody, I say, you watch this anime, yeah, can you figure this particular character ever have a boyfriend or did have one? The person told me, forget about having a boyfriend. I'm not even sure she ever don't want to say the word qualified. If she ever got approached for marriage. I was like, I don't want to say the M word either because that person might be dead too. She was way more than cold. She was ice cold evil. I would say flirting with this character is a crime. And the punishment that you would get, none of these characters will protect you. Let's put it like that. None of these characters will not protect you. They will look at you and act like they didn't see you. That's how evil that character is. It is funny as hell. The fighting faction, Ragnarok, the street gang with martial art hierarchy, consists of the Eight Fists, each an expert fighter. Notable member was the Berserker Karate, that's their code name. Hermit is Freya Brothers. Yu Chani Kempo, Freya weapon based yo-yo combat. Odin, Yuto Asamiya, Kenichi, childhood friend and head of Ragnarok. Yeah, that had to be the friend. And Kenichi defeat the Eight Fists over time, disbanding Ragnarok. Yeah. Somehow the victim, the bully one, the pipsqueak, somehow gained skill to beat every single member of the Ragnarok, which was crazy. And he disbanded them. The second group was the Yomi, the true threat, the elite disciple of Yami, a secret martial art organization advocating killing techniques over restraint. Mirror, it mirrored the Zakwaku, which is the dojo that Kenichi was taking all his torture training from. Each Yomi disciple trained under the Yami master. Top Yami members was Sho Kaino, deceased, disciple of the Sokado Janaza, which is Muhammad martial art. Ethan Stanley, an American boxer. Radit Tidat, twin from Tidat Nation. Boris Ivanov, Russian military combatant. Rachel Stanley, Ethan twins, assassin type. And Freya disciple who used staff weapon. I found it strange how this anime was being played out, or the plot twist whereby all no victim got trained to know how to fight under the most unique dojo ever, from the most sadistic martial art master ever. As he learning how to fight, each one want to test his skills till he get trained by the best. Literally speaking. What's your input on this one, Wally?
Don't ask. Which one I round?
Showing these fighting factions, because from where I look at it right now, the way the anime it's almost as if it was done on purpose. Like, I want to test the quality of the skill set he gained. See if that dojo is legit. You will test your latest students, so to speak. Or am I wrong?
Well, for me, one of the unique things about this anime was, as much as he ended up learning martial arts, the fact is he had to fight a quote unquote two different street gangs of martial arts versus actually ever competing in a traditional tournament. Because you would think it would be a traditional tournament, but they did the spinoff on you and did an Uno reverse and said, no, these are going to be martial arts street gangs. And I'm like, okay, interesting.
And
Interesting.
and the main focus they're trying to take him out.
Right. I just wish that there was more than just these two. If you were to do it this way,
I was thinking the same thing, but
or at
here's
least
where
involved.
it gets interesting. Why he trying to defend himself? His love interest decided to show up in the outfit that just caused major distraction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure any lady in our age group, or age group, my age would have seen this. They would have said they were a sexist anime. You agree?
Sexist by what degree?
Come on, don't play yourself.
I mean, last time I checked, hey, as long as the woman's not a dance on the sex, what sexist are we talking about here? Hey, go watch the first. I promise you, go watch the first episode. There was no damsel in distress. Literally running. Next thing you know, thought she was about to be attacked. Whoop whoop, blink, drop, dude, like it was nothing, like a bad habit. No, this is not. As far as certain factor points, you can say it's sexist, but after this, these women are kicking butt.
So, ladies and gentlemen who watching this live broadcast, put in a comment if you have seen this anime What was your first initial thought when you were watching this anime? What was going to your mind when you seen the imagery?
See, that's the problem. You just keep focusing on the imagery.
And if you were a female watching this anime, what was going through your mind when you watched it? You like, oh no, you didn't. You had to emphasize on that a bit so much. Oh God, wife school podcast. You know you're wrong for this. You know you're wrong for this.
Tell
Oh,
him, pow,
God.
pow, pow.
I told you this anime stood out like a thorn. And if she can say this, man, with other female viewers who were watching this.
Hey,
Yeah, you are correct. Yeah, they were good fighting. There you go.
but see, but what
There
that
you
how
go.
that makes that sexist? If that's the case, do you consider Spartacus sexist?
Wally, really,
Again, I'm just asking. Do you consider it to be sexist? Yes or no?
it was.
Oh my. Okay, so we can't be human beings then. We just can't be human. We can't be grown folks then.
I don't
Okay,
think,
thank you.
I don't think can I be
It's
human.
okay.
Hold on.
It's okay. It is okay. It's
Time out.
okay.
I did
It's
not think can I
okay.
be human being.
We can't be
Say
human
that.
beings. Okay,
I
no,
did not
that's
think- I did not
we
think we
just
can be
throw
human
ourselves to the wayside because we're just some predators. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have seen this anime and you have your own tweet you want to add into the commentary, there's a link in the chat room. Please come up because my co-host.
I'm talking that shit. I'm talking that shit. Ah, da.
Yo, God, this anime had me in a bind. I was like, oh God, this is. I was like, I can't. I can never do a group. I can never do a group viewing with this anime among friends and there's mixed sex in the group because certain scene I can feel the blazing stare. They will look at us like, you like the kind of. Oh, like, oh Lord, here we go. Argument right now. They were thinking this thing, pow pow pow. So imagine you in high school and some of the girl was dressing just like that. What could I say, Wally? Hmm? Be
What
honest.
happened now?
If you was in high school, one of the girl was dressing like that in the gym. What you could have said?
What would I say?
Hmm?
Nick, I ain't saying nothing. I'm walking the fuck out of the room. Hey, don't bring that shit. Don't bring that shit to the gym, Jim. The fuck? Don't bring that shit to the gym. It's already bad enough. Society already in trouble. Walk the fuck out. You crazy?
Yo, and hear the joke though. They wasn't the only anime that did that. There was other anime that did the same exact thing, but even worse than this anime. Like the gym outfit was too damn obvious. I'm like, hold on. This how Japanese school really is? When they have physical education, like seriously? Is this too And I saw so many anime, I was like, oh, what was you thinking? And it's funny how, shout out to It Might Be Risky, when we were called nerd for watching anime, all the non-nerd Negro idiots found out what we were watching, they come and jump into our realm to watch more animes. You know that?
Well,
We were getting criticized while we were in middle school and high school watching Ghana anime. That you were called corny, you were called weird, right? This anime and a few other anime opened their goddamn eye. And all of a sudden, it was like a floodgate. Every non-nerdy ass keyword, non-nerdy ass dude want to crouch in our space to show what we watch. JT, what we know podcast, he's one of them. I'm calling you out.
Should have never said nothing. That's why.
He said he had to keep it on the low key. He don't let his boy know he watched anime because he would have lost his cred. I'm like, wow. You hear that?
Oh wow. Okay.
That
That's
that what it was. Ain't that crazy?
There are some sad people.
But they want to call us all type of names, but we don't enjoy what we watch. But they'll keep it on the low because they don't lose their street cred. Yeah, you need a good story to be interested. There was a lot of anime that got into, but here's the thing: the visuals draw them in quicker. This one in particular, come on, you don't see this in American cartoon, do you, Wally?
I know
Hmm?
American cartoon and anime are not the same thing. So what are we talking about here?
We did that on our first episode about the difference between American cartoon and Japanese anime. They're never on the same level.
Of
When
course.
they found out when they found out what we were watching, all of a sudden they want to invade our territory all of a sudden. Like seriously. And while they invade our territory, they want to low key code switch. Like they don't watch what we watch. Ain't that some ain't that some BS? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I told it that about they was the anime and they came out in 2006. Imagine no, you know what? Let's be honest. Oh, if they would have showed on Cartoon Network, would it be in the daytime or nighttime those showed us?
Towards around the 8s and beyond, 8 o'clock and down.
Bingo. I knew it. Because the visually it's like, not for kids. It's for the bigger kids, an adult. Yo, it is funny. The fighting style, which is what I like about it, it's not as good as Baki. Yeah. Baki and Kengan Ashura. We did talk about Baki. We'll find time to talk about the other competitor for Baki, which is Kengan Ashura. That's another thing that broke down the fighting style into detail. And here, Kenichi was doing multiple disciplines, mix of all major disciplines, rely on skill, evasion, and adaptation. We were fluid in Delhi Aiki Jiu-Jitsu, that's another branch of Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is the traditional version of Judo and Kung Fu, right? Apache was heavy on Muay Thai. If anybody have seen the video on YouTube about Muay Thai martial art, that is a no joke type of style. Oh boy, this show is basically how far a man will go.
Oh man, no!
That is right there. He nailed it. He nailed it. He nailed it. You cannot go wrong. Gerald James, thank you very much. You hit it on the nail. Anybody who watched this anime gets it. That was the thing of the anime.
I was hoping someone didn't want to try to push the argument of this nigga was simping for this dude. Oh damn, I said the word. Okay, never mind.
No, you can no. This, ladies and gentlemen, this anime was the ultimate simp anime.
Okay, see this.
I officially say
This
that.
was I was hoping to ignore this shit right here. Oh lord.
I officially said that. Mark my word. That anybody who watched this broadcast, after the broadcast, you look up the anime and you watch it the whole 50 episodes, and you come back on the commentary in the comment and say what you think it was. Joel James hit it on the nail. This show is basically how far a man will go to impress a girl. End of story.
I was hoping we didn't reach this part.
What? Is he wrong?
You look at it or remember the whole thing start to finish. You look.
I know. Yes, he was a bully. He was a victim. He got bullied. Yeah. But when he saw the girl, His eyes light up, did he not?
Of course it did. Like any other freaking anime.
Yeah, but he don't know how to fight. He wants to impress the girl, did he not?
Was it really about the girl?
So let's get this straight.
Wait a minute. Okay, look. Let's get one thing straight. As a dude, as a young dude, as a man, how you want to explain it? You're trying to tell me if you had to choose between keep being bullied for the rest of your life or impress a girl. Yeah, I know. Damn it, that's my second time suing. But if you had to choose, you're to choose to neither get bullied or to impress a girl. You're trying to tell me you're gonna learn martial arts to consistently impress a girl?
You see, whoa. Do you see the sadistic training he was going through? You know how many times he wanted to quit? And all she did is one thing and just, what happened? You want to leave that one out?
Everyone needs a little bit of motivation. Everyone needs a little motivation. The thing is, though, first and foremost,
ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
what?
It may not be little, but damn it.
Thank you. She's on my side. Come on.
She ain't to the side. You said, oh my God.
She know what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, when you watch this anime, the motivation he was getting, was it little? Or was it excess? Was it like a little bit too much? Or was it out of control?
I'm gonna say it again. You lucky. I don't remember the whole thing start to finish. I'm gonna let this go.
Oh, I remember the whole thing. That pervy sensei was selling pictures for the boy to get motivated. So don't stop.
Hey, last time I checked, Naruto didn't need no motivation. But nonetheless, yeah, he was selling his little art book.
No, Naruto was different. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Come on, let's stop the BS right now. Naruto was dense. He was going after Sakura. He was competing with Sasuke for one girl, but the girl did not want him.
And he was in a losing battle.
Hold on. In Naruto, the anime and Naruto Shippuden, Naruto was on the friend zone. He was forever friend zoned by Sakura. End of story. She had no love for Naruto. She was gone home on Sasuke. Naruto was competing with Sasuke for the same girl with another girl that wanted him. He didn't know. Why you shake your head like, come on, we both saw the anime. Naruto was almost a simp at one point, trying to compete for Sakura, until he realized he had somebody on the side who wanted him more. Or am I wrong? Well, this dude here, Kenichi, there was no competition. He didn't have no competition. He was trying to impress the girl because he was getting bullied.
But that's my whole, but see, notice one thing you just said. See, hold on. See, this is where you throw yourself under the bus. He had no competition. That's the point. Like, there's no rush for him. He had no competition. There's a rush for Naruto. That's what makes him a more better simp than he is. What are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Stop. And what makes it even worse, I'm gonna also defeat you even worse. He was so much of a simp, Rock Lee had a better chance than he did. Yeah, talk about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the comment, who was the biggest simp? Naruto or Kenichi?
Talk about it now. The fuck out of here.
Okay.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. His motivation for the village. Keyword, yes, he had a motivation. Yes. His motivation story was straightforward. But to sit here and say that Kenichi didn't have a motivation to actually defend himself and be his own man, come on now.
But Joel understood what he said. Naruto's motivation.
Oh no, I'm not gonna knock it. It is what it is.
By the village. That was the motivation. Compared to
that's the biggest
motivation,
one. Yeah.
it began and ended with Mew. And what Peter say? Side chick.
What side chick?
But let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. In order, who was the biggest simp? Naruto or Kenichi? He's saying Naruto was the biggest simp.
He literally was. He literally was. There is so much. You want to think about it? He literally was.
The Wife School podcast say Kenichi was the biggest simp.
Say what you wish. I know what I saw too.
When
The last time I checked,
when this broadcast is over, I want you guys to do a poll for us. Put in the comments in it. Who do you feel was the biggest simp? If it's Naruto, Uzumaki from Naruto anime, or was it Kenichi? Here. Oh God. Put your comment because there's gonna be a funny argument. He believed Naruto was the biggest simp, but he motivation was not to be hated by the village.
he was. Again, we're no. You're talking about keyword. We're not talking about motivation. Okay, even if then we were talking about motivation again, because of course, based upon my question, technically you're talking about motivation. But again, at the end of the damn day, the main premise of that I'm posting on is if you had to choose to learn how to fight for a female or for the sake of defending yourself in your livelihood, you're gonna choose it because of a female. Have at it. Call it a day. Be my guest.
He chose to learn how to fight for a female because every time the torture he had to go through, and he been want to quit.
You're always gonna go through torture. What the hell are we talking about here? You think training's gonna be easy?
I know it's like training gonna be easy.
Oh, my point exactly.
I know it's like training gonna be easy. I never did. I'm aware of that. I did it myself. I went to make martial art training. According to Wife School podcast, you say Kenichi got to stay in the same dojo with his girl. So more opportunity to simp. Where was Naruto?
But that's the problem, though. You cannot simp after somebody when there's not enough people to simp. Okay, look, this is my point. My thing is this. If you sit here and told me Sakura, how much dudes were going after Sakura or in competition for Sakura?
Sasuke, Naruto.
Sasuke never was in competition for Sakura. Remember, Sasuke was not the simp. He was the bad boy. He didn't.
That's true. He was the bad boy.
Thank you. So he never cared. Who was in competition for Sakura? 2 people. Who's in competition for her? One. You can't. Come on. No. Come on. Naruto literally had more important things like controlling Nine-Tails Fox. Nine-Tails. Even then, so what? Thank you. You gave him a segue to be more focused on other things. Doesn't mean that he never cared about something after when it mattered. Literally, when it mattered for that one particular season. Because notice, the Nine-Tails focus came when? Next season after.
I get that.
So, ergo, he was way more different than he was back then from that time. But in season 1 of Naruto, stop.
Naruto was all Google Gaga for Sakura. But Sasuke was the bad boy. He had how many girls fighting for him? Sakura, what other girl name again?
The other one, I forgot what team she was on, but it was 2 of them.
He was getting girls googling Gaga over him. He was the bad boy. He didn't have no competition. All the
only other competition he had, like Sasuke literally had, was Neji.
Neji, yeah, that's true. But here's the thing.
Neji was way too disciplined.
But here's the thing. Every boy in that classroom hated Sasuke because he was too damn popular with the ladies. He didn't have to do nothing. He just look at them like, I don't need you. And oh my God. Ah. I was like, oh, that's high school.
Yeah, but only one of them was the one that was very upset, a.k.a. Naruto.
Naruto was like, oh, see.
Right? Everyone over Sasuke. That's all point. Like,
so I had to agree. Oh boy, here we go. He even tended. I'm sorry, but let's be real. Yes, Naruto was a simp in the Naruto and Naruto ship. Even though he didn't like the fact that Sakura was paying more attention to Sake than him. Every time he tried, let's be real, he got decked a lot of time. She was giving that ass whooping. And he still was simping for her. Regardless how much ass whooping he was getting from her. Sake didn't get no ass whooping. He was getting pampering.
And
So he was
yet,
a bad boy.
you see why I say what I say.
I get the point. So I see the logic. But compared to Kenichi,
And look, you had two dudes sacrifice their lives for Sakura. Just realize that.
not true. Not true.
Okay, I want you to realize this is why I'm going from with this shit. So again, who are better? Who are these simps when you really have to think about it? Because they're simping in competition.
You know what?
This guy is just simping, but he's simping without no competition. He can't simp any more harder than he naturally is.
We need to do an episode for all these simping characters in the anime and put them on a category ranking system. We need to do a series or a episode whereby who is the worst simp in anime based on ranking. We have
Oh, you want to know who's the no? You want to know who's the worst one?
who is the worst?
Yamcha is the worst simp. How do you had your girl and then got it snatched?
Yamcha to me is the triple S simp. He is the 3-level SS simp, the ultimate simp, and he got burnt. Oh God, we need to do an episode.
Hey, that is the lowest tier. I want y'all to think about that. That is the lowest tier. Yamcha for me right
Hear
now.
that? Mr. Taco said that this will be. Yo, I'm sorry. Some of these animes, they make simping so contagious that you don't want to be a simp your goddamn self. Period. They made it look simp. It's really bad. It's like a disease. Yamcha took the cake. And what made it bad, he got his girl snatched. Oh, no, I can't even call it snatch. He got I can't say Rabita.
No, and for anyone that's wondering, why do I put Yamcha like at the bottom? Let me tell you why. Oh hell no! Oh, that's fighting words. Prove this.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh my god. Oh my god.
No. Instead he was
Dude. The real how Yamcha is epic.
Oh,
The epic character in anime.
Oh, that's so.
And Jarrell, it did not let not one go, not one baby.
I ain't gonna lie. Jarrell, thank you. You proved my whole point. But I ain't gonna lie. He has a huge point because I ain't gonna lie. How the hell you let your girl go to another world and you didn't follow her?
If you lost your girl, he snatched her, knocked her up, not one time, 2 times. You can never get it back.
Oh man.
And you got sent to the doghouse forever. Oh wow.
That's crazy. Ooh. Nah, but I ain't gonna lie though. White Skull, I need you to come back. How are you gonna prove to me that Wolverine was the worst simp?
Jean Grey.
Let's get one thing clear. Wolverine has been alive long enough.
No, him and Cyclo were competing for the same girl throughout X-Men.
True.
Throughout.
In a sense. But let's get one thing clear. Let me tell you why I would not say Wolverine is a simp. Because as much as you can say, let me break it down now. Because as long as you can see and say they were competing, let's get one thing clear. Wolverine never made it a thing for him. Because let's get real about one thing. Let's get real. You can say Cyclops was the leader of the X-Men. Yes or no? Can you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pause, right? But we all know Wolverine's been alive longer than mostly anybody in this whole time. Because he can just keep on living for a long point. Now, his interest, he loved Jean Grey even when she had a man. We all know that. Hey,
So
we know that to be true.
It is safe to say Wolverine fall in the same category with Yamcha. He would date.
No, because the difference is, no, we had to fight for it, then who was going to win?
Well, he did have a family
he
before.
had a family before he got killed before her.
Hmm.
And that's my thing. He had a girl before her. That's my whole point. In the midst of losing, he was just going through multiples. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about here? And then understand which Wolverine you're talking about based upon multiple comics. Because Wolverine had a lot of relationships. So that's what I'm saying. What you ain't really driving that really hard. But okay, but wait a minute. But if you keep it just keep it on that stance between him and Wolverine. Let's get real. Who was really worried about Jean flipping the switch, if anything? Who would really be depressed?
Cyclops.
Exactly. Thank you. Get the freak out of here. He is the biggest simp. Come on. And let's be honest. If one of them had to choose to kill the other one, let's be real. We all seen Wolverine made that choice. It's a tough choice, but he made that choice. Cyclops couldn't do the same.
That is true. But damn. Well, this anime it opened too many doors. We need to have a series or an episode about the simp of anime. And that do the ranking system. I know Yamcha will take the top seat. Yamcha will take the top seat. Unless there's somebody worse than him. That's hard to see.
mean, he put it, but that's so hard because he put him in cuck territory. I mean, I didn't even want to go that far.
Oh God. Oh God.
Wife school, you can keep throwing that piece of shit all you want to, but at the end of the damn day, between him and Cyclops,
wow.
it's not even. And plus, let's get real. There was even a moment in the comics where Wolverine could have had Storm. What are we talking about here? Come on.
He lost that one to Black Panther.
Yeah, but that was like later when they broke off. But I'm saying there was a time that he had that relationship.
Okay.
Like, come on, like the dude, like, come on, Wolverine ain't worried about shit. Wolverine ain't worried about it. He got options. Cyclops, he'll be a depressed mofo the moment he loses his only option. And the thing is, it's so sad to say it because I like Cyclops. But if I have to be real. What type of time are you on with this statement?
Don't ask me that. That's smart right there. Yo, I'll be honest. This anime, it now got me thinking about a lot of other characters. Who was the biggest? We need to do the show and have people come up on the panel and give me their list of who you think is the top simp. Because right now, Yamcha is uno nuno on the top. Joel, you caught it out clean without even holding back. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I didn't want to say it either because that's it. That's what I said. It's not he caught it out. Whew. Naruto, friend zone. You a friend zone hard body with a couple of uppercuts, some left hook, some right hook, some jabs, some body slam. No, sir. Hold on. Time out. How many people know of a simp who get his ass whooped many times over and get rejected and didn't get the picture?
I think about those.
Because right now until we're getting his ass whooped.
You think about it, Kenichi is way worse.
You see. So, well, I think in the multiverse.
Virus and a pacifist. This is not his world, but he's here anyways. Oh, well, okay, see, that part I can't deny. See, that's what happens when you get brought into a new world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get out of your comfort zone and you've been brought into something else. Sometimes you just gotta have some fun. No amount to get him a lady or love.
Wow.
Oh wow! So okay, so depression makes you the zip. Okay, I see how you're gonna hit that part. White school. I see how you're gonna hit that part.
Yo,
Him
I'm
being
sorry
depressed is just gonna be the reason why he becomes a simp.
because
If
I
he's
hate
hey,
to say
last
this.
time, hey, look, I'm gonna say it like this, just to be fair. You're right, and then guess what? You know what? There's no amount of animanium in the world that doesn't stop him from keep getting some.
Mm.
Because again, if he keeps getting some, you would just remember. Let me tell you right now, if he was really a simp, the moment Jean Grey died, I think that would be his very last time he even thinks about
But
having.
think about the similarity between Kenichi and Naruto.
What about it?
Naruto got friend zoned heavy by Sakura. Besides getting friend zoned, took a couple of uppercuts, some left hook, some right hook, some jab, some body
Exactly.
slam. He got jacked up. He got slapped.
I mean,
And
before
still
he
get
even got
friend
friends,
zoned.
he was in the denial zone. Like that's what makes it even worse. You was utterly denied, not wanted. Period. Not even seen as a friend at the point.
You were far worse than Steve Urkel. What? Am I lying?
You know what? Oh no, I'm actually gonna agree with you on that part.
Yo.
That's his whole character. That is that's always gonna be Wolverine.
Yo.
Doesn't
They
mean he's gonna. That's
they
gonna keep
shaded
having Wolverine.
Wolverine in this commentary. But let's be real. Naruto was on denial zone. Then he got heavy friend zone. While in heavy friend zone, he getting his ass whooped by his love interest, which I make it clear you are rejected. Your visa is rejected.
Well,
Your
I ain't gonna
passport
say
is
he was heavenly friend zone. I want to say he was heavenly friend zone. Because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about the timing of everything. In the first moments, it was just constantly clobber him, hit him up, whatever. It was ultimate no. It was ultimate no at that point.
Mm-hmm.
When the teamwork built up the friendship, then it's just, well, this is where it's at. So it's denied right here. And then after that, by that time, you just hit the next season, which by that time, Naruto is
And
already
later on, he was so friend zone. His job was to bring the love interest of his love interest back for him. Please bring Sake back.
But wait, you think he did that because of Sakura, or he did that because of himself? Let get that point pointed. Did he do that for himself, or did he did that for Sakura? Which one you think that is?
Aiden Ross, lawyer. I would advise you be careful when you make those type of commentary up in here because one of us is an IT specialist, and if we want to trace you and put you out there on the spot, because now we in society when we put wasted people on the spot and they lose their job. So keep it to yourself, okay? You don't like what you're watching, they bounce away. All right? That's all you got to do. You don't have to be up here and watch what we watch. Wife School Podcast said he was a simp for his friend. Yeah. He was helping a love interest to find the love interest for her. I will call it out. How many times Sake? How many times Sake?
With that.
No, how many times Sake would disappear and Sakura cried to him, "Please bring Sake back." And Naruto here was like, "Why the girl don't give me no love? I'm here, but you want Sake." And while he was fighting for the one girl love, there's another girl who loved his behind better.
Well, if that's the reason, then again,
No, he would.
wait. If that's the reason, if that's what you're willing to go with, then understand you just made my argument more stronger.
I know.
He's the better simp.
I-
Thank you
I
very
understand.
much. Thank you,
Now,
both of y'all. Y'all proving my point finally. Thank you.
Naruto was a contradiction simp. I get it. But Kenichi was a whole different type of simp. Because, let's be real, throughout the anime, his training was like pure hell. He had multiple instincts of escaping. It was like you in a prison camp, and you know if you don't leave one day, you would have died. And all it took a little, or whatever, any slight touch or kiss or whatever, and all of a sudden I would take the hell. I'm like, that's simp right there. That's some hardcore simping.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
Because this, even his classmates were making fun of him until you see why he was tripping hard for. They were like, "Oh, I see why you were tripping hard for. Like, no wonder you swim hard. You live in the same. You know how much? Let's be real. You know how many haters this dude had in his high school when he found out he lived in the same compound with homegirl. No, let me put you in this scenario. Let it be you, Wally. You go to the same high school with this girl. All your classmates were Google and Gaga for her. One day they found out you sleep in the same compound, the same dojo with her, and they want to get to her before you. What your life would be like in the classroom? Let's be real.
Testing me every which way and every moment.
And there was other anime that did that same bullshit, whereby the character was in the same house with a girl, and everybody was Google and Gaga when they found out they lived together. All you saw these devil eyes and the heat. It was like, oh hell.
Hey, that's how you know you're in a good position.
Oh God, but this guy was a simp in a very unique way. And when she came out from her uniform and she got that outfit, you told all the guys' eyes, they was like, focus on that one obvious thing. And I was like, oh God, this is one anime that made it way too obvious than every other anime. Don't get me wrong. Naruto's wife was better equipped than her. Pun intended. Even Sake found out afterwards. She felt kind of small.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
What's that?
The one time Sake was, I don't know where it was, a hot pool, when they found out that she was, but Sake was like,
Wait, what's that? What? Who?
not Sake, Sakura.
Uh-huh.
Sakura. Sakura was hanging out with the girls, right? I don't know, was the hot tub or something when they saw everybody was showing off, and she saw, who would have half an Naruto. She did this, and I hate when they did that in any anime. There's always that one character they subconsciously checking themselves. A lot of anime do that bullshit. When I saw that, I was like this. I was like, this anime is full of shit. I say the author, the illustrator, they're all assholes.
It's called me. Well, okay. Now I see what you're talking about. What you think? Okay, that weird moment. Okay. I mean, actually, yeah, you got to think about it. Yeah, they were way more detailed. They were in that much detail.
And the way they did Naruto character and his girl, it was like, I tell you, it's funny how Naruto was chasing this girl, and he had a bomb actually hidden for him. By the time Sake found out who liked Naruto more, and she saw how blessed she was insecure over herself because of that. I was like, this level of contradiction in this anime, I think that's so asshole.
But see, it goes into that ideal point that this is the idea where what's that statement? What's that statement? What's that? That very much reoccurring statement. You can't read between the lines. And in this case, Naruto couldn't read between the lines when it came to.
He was so dense. It's not even funny. You have a pervy mentor. You can't even catch on today. He was so pervy. His idea of getting material is snooping around hot tubs. Then you got another mentor who was reading the finishing work of his pervy sensei and try to hide that. Tell me why every mentor of Naruto was a perv. One was out in the open. One was undercover trying to hide it. Okay.
Well, not every sensei. There's only one that wasn't that way. Well, two actually. Two of them.
There were two. Remember,
two of them were not
one
like
was out open. He was out open.
Oh yeah. As far as those two,
he would a lot of books.
But the other two weren't like that though.
This one was hiding. They was like,
yeah, because you was always wondering what book he was reading, and next thing you know, you find out that he was actually a follower of his man's book. I was like, oh, you motherfucker.
You over here living like a monk in reality. You actually living like a perv too.
Yeah, when Naruto and Sasuke saw the book, he was reading, look into it. You saw their facial expression. They were like, nigga, what did I say? Can't read it.
They were zoned out. Their eyes like, this is what you've been reading. Hey, don't do this to me, okay?
Sasuke
Yeah,
was
right.
looking at Naruto like, why every person that trained you have a common thread among themselves?
Hey, they train you too. What the heck you talking about? What?
Well, Sasuke would say, no, I'm not in this. That's you and all your mentors.
Yeah, but you have one of the mentors.
Dragon Ball was no different.
Oh man.
Yeah, Goku. And
Hey, you know,
Krillin.
wait, before you hit that one comment, you know what's so sad and funny about this? When you really think about all the characters between the Pervy Sage, Tsunade, and then damn, I forgot his name so long. What was it? The snake. What was the guy's name? I forgot his name already.
Ultraman.
Ultramar. Yeah. All of them had slimy characters. Like, think about all their pets were all slimy. Snake,
That's true.
the slug, and a
That's
frog.
true. That's true.
I'm just gonna and think about it. Technically, when you
slimy trio.
do, you know what? It gets very slimy.
Slimy trio. Well, we look in Dragon Ball. We have Goku and Krillin who master what the ultimate pearl. Krillin had to be the like really. Why my master gotta be this? We had like we could burn his book or something like that. Goku like it's no big deal, but he was super dense.
Hey, the way I remembered it, Krillin brung him some magazines. Damn it!
Oh, it was a bribe. I remember it was a bribe.
Exactly, it was a
it was-
bribe. Yep.
It was a bribe. Yeah, I remember that part. Now in this one, Kenichi, he didn't need a magazine. He had a working pin model for motivations. And your whole
He had just
entire
one. He had
your
two
whole
good
your
movies.
whole entire high school not only hated him for that, they wanted to whoop his ass for that. How you get that lucky? Being the same premises with one who wear that tight purple light. Nah, I ain't
Well,
gonna lie.
let's get one thing clear. Technically, he was around two of them.
Oh,
Don't
I
forget.
the other one was that one was a hazardous. That was a hazard. No offense.
Hey,
I don't care. I don't care what anybody say. The other one was a hazard. Risk your own life for that one. I'll take all the strongest thug in my neighborhood and throw them at her and see who will survive. You want to get rid of crime? We can go over here. Crime rate would drop tremendously.
okay, let's get this going.
Kenichi, I'll tell you before, the Fluid Deadly, I keep Jiu-Jitsu. That's one brand of Jiu-Jitsu and Kung Fu.
Yeah, he was at the Muay Thai.
Apache, good old powerful Muay Thai, which I never want to mess with someone with that kind of style. Sakaki is wild instrumental karate. I think it's more, it's not Shitoryu, it's more like either Shotokan or Shotokai. I do Shitoryu karate. It gotta be Shotokan, Shotokai. You don't want to know two. Shigure was deadly with weapon, with that's weapon X for down. She had what you think she not hiding nothing, and she had weapon everywhere you could ever think of. Akintami is balanced intellectual jiu-jitsu. No offense, and when I do jiu-jitsu, I would not want to mess with them. Not one. But they know multiple joint locking moves to dislocate every part of your body. Real talk. Jiu-jitsu is mess with your joints, every part of your body. And yeah, Kensai my elegant jiu-jitsu Chinese Kempo, but he was the ultimate perv. Each style had unique training sequence and principles that formed the core Kenichi development. And to me, the hardest one who was messed up is the jiu-jitsu part and the Muay Thai part. Muay Thai will be brutal because in real life, your whole entire body from head to toe had to be with like a weapon. Real talk. I did Shitoryu karate. And I thought that training was hard. Until I started seeing the video of Muay Thai. You think I'm lying? Go on YouTube. Look at all these Muay Thai breaking baseball bat with their shin. We didn't do that in the karate. No, thank you. Now, they went past him breaking baseball bat to breaking big meat bones and bricks. They continue cover it up to the early Yomi arc at anime TV OVA, which is a lot. The full story to the full Final War arc. The tone, there were two versions that I heard. The lighter tone with humor and censorship. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's the truth. There were two versions. You had the censored version of Kenichi, the Mighty Disciple, and there was the uncensored version. The uncensored version, I don't know where you can get that. I do not know. Don't ask me. I think Peter might know because you can tell he is a crazy single man. The romance. Okay, so let me put it. The darker, more physiological, detailed battle, yes. While they were correct, the manga was way darker.
And since
I
technically
checked.
we had more finished product, because technically we didn't get the final war arc in the anime.
And that's the thing. The studio, remember we talked about it before about how the studio dropped the ball. They didn't finish it up. The manga was darker, so I'm thinking if they were to redo this or do a reboot, you might want to follow the manga material all the way through and make it darker, make it more interesting. But the comedy was off the rip. It was funny as hell, but you never get to see the darker side of it. Romance, hinted but toned down. Really? Toned down in what way?
Hinted in what way?
That's an understatement. And we going back over who the worst chimp. Anime, TV, and OVA more developed between Kenichi and Mew in the manga. No matter what the manga was showing. Fight, often cut or simplified. Anime, but that's both on TV and OVA. It is far brutal, intense, strategic in the manga. Remember what I say? A lot of time, some of these productions, it make you want to go back and say, you know what? We need to do a complete reboot and make it as close as it is to the material, to respect the material. If we talked about it on every other like, perfect example. Gun Grayman.
Gun Grave, you mean?
Yeah, we wrote that one. That was a major letdown. Big time. This one was a mixed review. Even though it was funny, it was comical, it was interesting. When you start to read the manga, you start to ask yourself, why didn't put more of the dark part of this one? Because they keep people saying,
Especially since they literally said street gangs, and you're having Mortal Kombat fights with street gangs. I mean, you're pretty much having street fights, or is it in a temple? Like, come on.
And we talk about it. Some people saying, "Oh, you can't have too much dark anime." Have you seen Berserk?
Speak for your freaking self.
Have you seen Berserk?
These animes are not supposed to be for children.
This one, yo. Once again, I'll say, if you watch our podcast show, when you talk about Berserk, you watch the anime, please make sure you have no kids around. Number one. Make sure you have no one under the age of 18 watching with you. Number two. And make sure you don't get too traumatized. Number three. We broke that one down very, very crystal clear. That anime, if you were born in present time, would have got canceled many times over. Real talk. Want to talk about dark? Whew. So I'm thinking if they were to do a reboot of this and make sure to get close to the material, then it will end up being kind of dark. You see some brutal fight. Maybe it might have some of the best fight. Because now we see a lot of anime are stepping up with the best fighting as of lately. So if I was TMS production studio, want to get another hit on this one, do it properly. Make it as close as possible to the manga. And I promise you, you might get a major hit. The manga is a definite version with full character arc, conclusion, philosophical exploration. And I agree. If you get a chance to look at this manga and compare with the anime, you realize that a lot was missing. A lot. I got nothing wrong with the comedy. The comedy just make you just want to look at it like you're overdoing it. I don't need to see something boing. There's way too much boing. Then like Dead or Alive. You know the Dead or Alive game? The fighting game where you go to the settings and you act extra bounce. I was like,
Oh, that's just criminal. Okay, that was.
that was the only fighting game during my high school days that I thought they were so wrong on multiple.
Oh man, that was criminal, but it was also justice.
Compared to Tekken, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat, Dead or Alive had the most ridiculous function in the game that were plain evil for high school boys. You were a gamer like I was. I remember that game clear like it was yesterday. That was the only game. Go into the setting. There's a setting for extra bounce. When you put an extra bounce and you start the game, and you see what they say extra bounce was so freaking obvious. That game over got bad.
That was just comical. I ain't gonna lie. That was comical.
If you have played Dead or Alive, if you've seen that feature, if you put it on, put it in the comment section and tell what you did after. One of my friends told me him and Fred were hanging out together, they're playing that game. And all they did, they start the game and they did not fight. They just watched. I was like, you asshole. One of the sisters came in the room while they're all watching it. And she saw it, she snitched on them. Mom! Mom! I want to forget his name was. They watched the video game, they bounced. I was like, oh shit. How do
Okay,
you
they actually improved this one. They improved this one on this side of the pick. I just noticed this. I'll tell you later.
Oh
Don't
no.
worry.
Oh,
I just noticed something in the pick. I was like, oh wait a minute. I did
say
not
what
know
I
they
say.
had to
Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say.
Oh no, I'm not. Oh, hell no, I ain't saying
Say what I say.
no.
Competing with an act. What do you see? See what I'm saying?
'Cause I just realized, like, just looking at that comic pick, I'm like, wait a minute, did they actually? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead though.
Forgive us, ladies and gentlemen. This is when we have good type of conversation. We get into certain topic and certain anime that sticked out. This one was the opening for that. Theme: peace and balance. What peace? What peace were you talking about? It was more of balance versus what's the term I want to use for? Haram. With haram versus balance. That's what it was. Martial art for protection versus for killing. Protection of what? What were you protecting? Oops. Growth through hardship. It was there was severe growth going on through severe hardship for real. You know, I was telling myself if I had to go to the training just for a girl, really,
Hey, you
Peter,
know what they say?
Peter, if you're hearing this, will you go to severe hardship training for a girl, martial art? Let me know.
With
I don't
them
know.
bosoms, he would.
I'm sorry.
You know he would. You know him. You know he would.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. No,
I
because you
didn't
know
say
why?
you. I said you know he would.
Peter? Will Peter do that? He more, yeah, I believe you. He more like he the kind that
Hey,
would do it.
you know exactly his MO. He always says,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And now that I think about it, Peter seems like the kind of guy who would train down hard for those kind of things. But not me. So here's the problem. You do all that and they don't get laid? Really?
I mean, who's supposed to know if we get laid or not? That's besides the point.
She have a superior overbearing grandpa who can destroy anybody.
We know
What would the
this.
chance? Okay, what would the chance that he will get laid?
When he takes his
Question
hand
is,
and proposal.
hold on. Question is, did he even age? Okay, then you get my point.
I mean, you would expect him to finally age eventually.
Yeah, but it wouldn't look like we age anytime soon.
Hey, that's
The
anime.
man was brutally strong. I thought when you thought the air, you thought to shrink. He didn't shrink. He just
Well,
bursting. So you think that boy would like got man?
when
The
you
way
think
he
about that type of training, you think about that and putting it in real time, he aged eventually. Okay, I'm gonna say you ain't going through that just by.
I hope so. Discipline and willpower. Okay. Okay, I got an issue with this part. Discipline and willpower. Strength isn't just physical, it's mental and more. What moral were you referring to? What moral were you referring to?
Well, when you think about
Discipline.
discipline is moral. So yeah.
I, it was sadistic discipline that was going on. That's number one. All because of brain, willpower. What willpower? How many times in multiple episodes when they boy want to quit and run away, and every time during the first couple of every time he tried to
See.
escape,
Let's be real. That wasn't willpower. That was persuasion. That's the truth right there. That was persuasion.
thank you, because I remember watching multiple first episodes. Every time he trying to escape, he get caught. He was like, I need to escape this prison. He was like a criminal. He entered a prison unwilling when I realized with a prison. When he tried to escape, he always got caught in one way or the other. And when he got caught, the way they did him dirty, it was like the way he was getting tied up sometimes. I'm like, dude, is this really a dojo? Oh, this is SMM kind of bullshit going on.
Oh man, that's crazy.
He was getting tied up in ways I was saying if I was getting tied up, he might well just kill me. I want no more training. I am done with this. I could care less about the booze. Let me die. Peter, on the other hand, might go through it this for that. I'm not going to. My will let me know. My will be talking to me. Negro, are you telling me you joined this dojo to learn all these styles just for the two hunkers? Is that what you're telling me? You sacrifice all of us just for two hunkers? Is that your motivation? That your persuasion? You don't want to. There will be me and my conscience talking to me in my head, grilling my ass. Like, are you out of your effing mind?
Apparently, the answer is yes.
You hear all the warning signs the body telling you we want to quit, we can't take it no more, and you want to put her through all because of too buoyant?
Hey man, the Chi-Chi's worth the size of gold. What do you expect?
I'm sorry. That's one of my issue with the anime. It makes certain characters ridiculously retarded simps. Goku was one. You the dense.
Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Let's get real.
No.
You know, I'm not
okay.
even gonna stop you. I'm not even gonna stop you. Go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna let you
Goku
have
was
your
a
moment. I'm gonna let you
ultra
have your
dense.
moment.
Goku was an ultra dense simp. He made a promise to a girl that he forgot about and met her in a fighting competition. She was so pissed off that he forgot his promise, and he was so dumb, stupid. Like, I don't remember making a promise. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, nigga, you made a promise to a girl that you gonna marry her with. And I hate this type of thing. This is old school. When you were a kid and you don't know what you are talking about, you tell some little girl at a time, I'm gonna marry you. And she took that stupid thing and you forgot about it, and you got older and she harassing your ass about it. How many brother did that dumb crap back in preschool? Saying something stupid as hell to a young girl, and she held on that thing for years and come remind you, and you don't remember that what you said to her. That was Goku. He was super dead and retarded. She tried to whoop him beyond to the point that he had to remember. Oh yeah, I remember. And luckily for him, he wasn't shot. Cause I know black brothers out here in the U.S. You say that dumb thing in preschool.
Which would literally never happen.
Some did happen.
Oh, please tell the stories in another time.
Some did happen. Did happen in my church I grew up. Some boy telling some girl, "Oh, I'm gonna marry you," this and that. And I think, and know the girl do. She go tell her mom, her dad. He probably out.
Wait. No way. Okay. Get this going. Get this going.
So that right there is what pissed me off with the discipline and willpower bullshit. And yeah, Kenichi, who was not willpower, who was persuade, he let his, can't call it premature hormone, he let the puberty drag his dumb ass into a situation he would not be prepared for. Yes, I said it, puberty. Wouldn't persuasion with puberty. And I'm sure I both know that you have a bunch of idiots back in our high school days who would have done the same bullshit that he did on the Don't, Wally, don't act like you don't know a few people that you can look at and be like, yeah, he would do this. He would do this, even though his life is on the line. He would do this for that.
Most of them wouldn't even survive. They'll probably have broken bones by now.
That was stupid. Respect and humility. Even enemies are treated with honor. Maybe to a degree. I will agree with that part. The next one, I do not agree. Master-disciple bond. Deep, often funny, but heartfelt relationship with teacher. Bullshit. Bullshit. Deep in what way? Sadistic, terrorizing, traumatizing, PTSD.
And it said deep. They didn't say it had to be. It had to be good. Hey, you look at any real martial arts teacher. Ain't nothing gonna be friendly in this dojo.
To all the brothers who have watched this anime, this thing right here, master-disciple bond. But they say it was deep. You put yourself that did that sound like deep to you? Or the PTSD, trauma.
Hey, deep. Man,
TPS.
put it. Deep is deep.
That's the bad part. They should have had a CPS organization or some kind of child protective service in this anime. What?
Oh
Am I
yeah,
lying?
sure. Oh yeah, sure. Like he won't walk right back over there, anyways.
No, but first, hold on. He didn't walk back from the beginning. He was dragged back. Let's not forget.
Drag back, walk back, either which
No,
way. You trying to tell me he wouldn't went back?
Here's the problem. He made an agreement he would go to the training. He didn't realize when he signed that verbal contract, He didn't realize that contract got bonded. There's no escaping this shit.
Yeah,
They own it. They own
yeah.
it.
You
Many
want to know
times.
why? Because there was no other students to train, so they took very pleasure in training this son of a gun.
No, women had it. They scared all their students out.
I bet. I bet. That's the reason. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I bet.
This idiot was so stupid. Agree to be trained. Now realize he was entering hell. Anyway, you watch the episode, even you yourself, you will feel sorry for this character. You like, you sign your life off. I understand you sign your life off to join the military, join the Marine, or you join the Army, or you join the Air Force, or you join the Navy. This one was far worse than the four branch of the military.
Right. Because one
What?
side had benefits and the other one didn't. Well, depending on what you call benefits. Because his lifeline was literally the cheese. Yes. And the muns.
This is why I could never agree with some of the point they put in. I was like, master disciple bond. There was no bond. You lied to the dude. You bullwinkle him. You brought the guy into hell. Now we're like he was entering hell. And he was asking, well, how come there's no other student? They don't want to tell the truth. They scared him all away. Literally. Like, come on. Master disciple bond my ass. I got a sensei who trying to murder me through training.
Yes, but you got to think about it, though. Each type of martial arts do bring a different type of style, which brings an embodiment of some type of-
I get it. But the limit, the distance they were going with this, I wasn't sure it was a training or
I
it
hear
was.
I hear you. I hear you. I
I
hear
had
you.
I had to put myself in the guy's shoes. I said, would I survive all this thing? Would my psyche be normal? Would I be right in the head? Would I be mentally sane? Would I have lost it? Would I have been reprogrammed? I know my personality, but in putting myself in that situation, I won't be the same David anymore. I would have been completely reprogrammed to the worst way possible. And everybody would ask, "Do you love to get punishment?" It's not that I love to get punishment. I didn't have a choice. I signed the wrong contract. I didn't read the fine print.
That's the problem. There was no fine print. The fine print was signed with your life.
It's like you try to buy a car and you ask for the contract. No, no, we shake on it. No. Give me the contract. This anime will teach you before you agree on anything. See the contract, read the fine print. If you don't, oh god. I hate the funny that this thing it was a cult classic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to play games. Say it was a cult classic with a loyal fan base. What way? Why were they loyal to this anime?
Wait, what do you say?
Legacy, cult classic with a loyal fan base. Why do they have a loyal fan base?
What do you mean? Why else they didn't have a loyal fan base? For all the people that needed some inspiration to realize that, hey, look, you can either be a chump or you can either be a winner, while also getting some chi-chis at the same time. hey, sometimes this guy get there. Fuck out it. Hey, look, look, it is like this story. Like, look, Kenichi's story was very much inspirational.
I know that, but the fan base of Kenichi is not like the same fan base with Naruto. This fan base was too obvious for a specific reason.
Hey, Pacific or non-Pacific, it still brought a good understanding tale.
Yeah, even inspired other martial art anime like Baki and Kenga Ashura. Baki, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about Baki because we didn't touch the part. We touched upon how this dude father walked in, tell them how to do it.
Yeah, I think you did talk. I think you did talk
Yeah, we
about
talked
that.
about that part. That was Baki. Can't get a show. Big guy, ultimate weakness. With a young 16-year-old girl. Trying to lock him up, tell him, let get married, I want you to have my baby. And this guy froze on the spot. He had a system error. And the way he ran.
System error. He said
Am I
system
lying?
error. Ain't no way.
What I
man.
lying? What I lying?
Oh, this man says it's a system error. Oh, I can't even
Man.
tell you because this is actually one of the animes I haven't really watched yet.
You watch King Ashura. My son watched it again for the second time. You watch King Ashura and see the part when this girl was the granddaughter of that particular Kura gang. And she mentioned what she wanted from him. The man froze up like a window PC that crashed. Took her off him like this, robotically. You see his arm, it was more robotic. Put his hand down. You see his facial expression. Turn around, dipped.
This is one awkward ass.
He ran so fast. His manager was shocked. One of his teammates was laughing at him hard. The girl was like, "Oh my god, we didn't know he could run that fast for a proposal." System shut down. He was the bodyguard that was following that girl called the grandpa and told him, "Your daughter was boyfriend hunting, and she liked one particular person." The grandpa snapped. The grandpa snapped. Who? I want this boy murdered. Do what? The grandpa talked about getting somebody to go and delete this dude. Because the daughter like him. But when this girl, brother, got his ass whooped by that same guy in the anime, you know what she did? They did the confirmation. He could be my husband. Rip her clothes on looking for the guy.
Oh man.
Running butt naked. I was like,
Okay, let's focus on this one. We have plenty of time to add that to the list.
oh, okay. You know what? There will be another simple moment. That character by King Ashura, he will fall into the list. Because the way he shook and ran, this guy was scared for his life. Every time that girl pop up, this guy wasn't himself no more. Come on,
So
this
it
one
was
knew-
every
come on,
moment he
he-
saw her, it was a freeze and a nice burst of dust.
This man, I don't know how you're the most dangerous fighter in the tournament, but this girl got you shook from head to toe. You can't even think straight. You're like, why is this happening to me? Let me die. Dude was scared. I never see a grown-ass man get shook so hard that all his defenses went system overload, system crash. He don't know what to do. But the girl grandpa want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Grandpa don't mind me getting knocked out by the strongest man on the planet.
Oh man, keep going.
That's how crazy that anime was. But hey,
Yeah.
Inspire, I don't know about the Inspire part. It blend comedy, action, romance, and stuff. Well, no, what it did blend is comedy, rom-com, some action, to ridiculous romance, some scary self-growth. But what
I mean,
it
was there
probably-
really romance in that anime?
Good question.
Because when we talk about romance, like let's be very keen on romance. What do we mean by romance here?
Good question.
Because
Good question.
yo, what's going on, Don? What it is?
No, you was here. The problem is that you didn't come and see the bullshit we had to go through with this argument. You had a point. What do you call romance? Because what we were seeing in this anime, I wouldn't call it romance.
I just call it like some standard puppy love notions.
I'll call it standard puppy love abuse. That's what I call it. It was being used for the wrong reason.
It'll be used or it wasn't being abused.
Both.
Well, apparently.
They were, they were so sick. I was like, oh god. If I see another anime that is inspired by this same bullshit and did it worse than this, then we're gonna have a problem. We say, all you anime, you need to stop with this shit. They're going too far.
Oh man, this is perfect.
The level of simping make American simp look like babies.
I mean,
The
I
Derek Jackson,
feel it in
the
context.
Derek Jackson on the world cannot compete with this.
But notice one thing though. You gotta think about it though. Like who? Like when you think about anime, who did the most harder simping though? Women or men though?
Ooh.
Think about that. Yeah.
Ooh.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like this is what I'm trying to say. Like it ain't that.
That'll be another episode we should do. We should do the first one with the word dangerous simp. We ranking the next episode. Who simp harder in anime? The male character or the female character? We need to do that too. That corn them out. And don't care if we hurt somebody's feelings. You got a fan base? Oh, we roasted them.
Hey, the
Real talk.
easiest female sims are the ones that always Google the eyes with their hearts. Y'all, I'm sorry, I had to call it out. Y'all are just guilty by association.
Well, here's the bad part. That simping virus transcends out of the TV screen. You know why I say that?
Why?
We had some die-hard anime fans who was simping hard for anime characters. Well, I wish I could have this person baby. I'm like, really? Really?
Wait. Wasn't that?
Yeah.
Wait. Was that supposed to be around like you make her have your baby? We're talking about having their baby.
Some people were saying that Sanji is their baby daddy.
Okay.
For One
I'm
Piece.
about the females. Okay.
Females. The virus of simping transcends out of the TV screen and affect real people.
Hey, now that you know how strong this is.
There are some girls that are Googling and gaga heavy on anime character in real time today. Real time. To the point whereby you see their bedroom, they go large who they love the most. I'm snitching. You want to come at me? You can come at me. You want to come on the show and have this debate with me? Hey, I'm like, well, that's it. I haven't seen a guy go hard for an anime character like that. God.
For a female character?
No, for a male character.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen a male, real life male human being like us simp hard for a female anime character like that compared to the women. I have not yet. You know some of them? You ready to snitch on them?
Bruh, there's so much.
Oh, hey, then we're going to have a show. We start snitching on people.
Oh, no, there's so much people. No, do you know
gonna
how
have a
many
show.
6 sedating females out here?
We're going to have a show. We'll start snitching on people. Who they like the most, who they...
Oh, man, bro. It's
Yo.
oh, my God.
Real talk.
It's horrible.
I'm a grown ass man, but I won't go that far. Oh, that's my
Yeah.
baby mama. She
They're
ain't real now.
just certain ones, man. They're just certain ones.
Yo, how you want to say this? what that term the character was saying in one of these anime? They're into 2-dimensional character. They're not into 3-dimensional. So they don't into real people, into 2-dimensional. One of them single.
Right. Let's get this going.
One of the rare martial art manga with grounded explanation of real world technique. It's true. This one of it. Baki is one. Kenga Ashura is another one. Kenga Ashura go a little much deeper. I think it come to the history of martial art than Baki. I may agree on that part. But this was one of the rare ones that actually explained it. Strongly respected for not making Kenichi an overpowered children.
Well, I mean, you got to be fair though. The only problem I hate about this though, when they say that, is like, well, what do you expect? I mean, he only had to fight a street game. It's not like he went in a competition. Like, if this was like martial arts competition, then I would understand this a little bit more. But the fact that they only made it the street games is like, I mean, what's this really needed to be said?
How would I say this? They kind of nerfed him a bit. Because it would be too obvious he got motivated by the Boyan too much.
I mean, honestly, I took that as they nerfed him because they should have just gave him actual martial art competitions.
Bingo.
Like, literally, it's like, okay, you went from the street thugs, now you went to the actual big thing. Like, granted, I don't know if the creator's ever thinking that, like, oh yeah, for the next book, he's like, do this, but it's like you only touched the street thug parts. I'm like, what is this?
And I believe, because here's the thing, we have Fist of the North Star getting a reboot coming out next year, right? And many other podcast anime shows we talked about, I said before, certain anime deserve a better reboot. Did not say that before.
Yeah.
And some anime don't get that chance to find out. We are hearing Fist of the North Star. That is OG anime, if you ask me. Then another reboot. And this one should get a reboot, don't you think?
Yeah, the creator's up for it.
Yeah. If the creator up for it and the funding is there, who knows?
Because you got to think, because one, it goes back to the creator, and two, that's really the starting point. It goes back to the creator if they're up for it.
Now, I'll give that assignment to the audience who are watching our broadcast, or watch the rerun of this. If there's any anime that you know that you think that it requires to get a proper reboot, put in the commentary and see if we have talked about or we have not. If not, we will talk about it in a future episode. Because there's some anime even I said should not get no reboot. They don't deserve no more reboot at all. Some anime deserve to get an actual better reboot.
We'll probably have to talk about that as a show too. Like, what shows need a reboot, which ones don't, or it needs to be just put in the tank.
Because we had to talk about in the movie part. But Star Wars, we were in a heated debate about that, remember?
Yes,
after Diddy don't, I can't call it violate, they Diddy it. They Diddy the Star Wars franchise. It was crazy.
That's what happens when you don't sell your project away to somebody else that's not going to take care of it.
Bingo. So we might have a show we start talking about which anime should get a proper reboot and which anime should never get a reboot. And why you give it so many reboots, for what reason?
Well, one thing's first, let's get to this, and then let me get to these questions, and we can roll out.
Conclusion. Based on the progression of this series, Kenichi, the Mightiest disciple, conclude by bringing Kenichi journey full circle. He didn't finish the project, but not full circle yet. He started as a bully high school student, yet a punk, and through rigorous, I can't even call it rigorous, vicious training, not rigorous, at the real Zapatu dojo, he became a powerful and respected martial artist. The series completed the ultimate confrontation between the Zapatu fist that saved life philosophy and the killing intent of its rival organization, Yami. Kenichi, along with his master and ally, fight to prevent Yami's plan to bring about a global conflict. Ultimately, he demonstrated that hard work and a strong moral compass, which is Ruby's, stop the bullshit, can overcome natural talent, even the most mobility intense. The anime ends with Kenichi not only mastered various martial arts, but also having earned the respect of his former enemy and solidified his bond with him, which he never got laid, and the master. His transformation is complete. I'm not sure about that, but I digress. And he stands as a true disciple, ready to protect the people he cares about. They need to do a proper reboot, give it a due justice. But this is the cool anime. Don't get me wrong; it's comical, but with a vicious way. Very vicious, very traumatic.
Right. Well, one thing is first and foremost, before we get into the questionnaire part and we wrap up the show, I'd like to thank everybody for coming on in. Wife School, thank you for coming in. If you're still here or if you already moved
Oh,
on,
you are great, wife. I'm glad you were quarantined out. And Gerard, thank you for saying the
yep.
obvious. You went in and hit it on the button.
Mr. Taco, thank you for coming through as well. Who else we got in here? Yep, and your
Peter, it's hiding in there. Thank you for speaking your point because some of your point was funny as hell.
yeah, well, thank you guys for tuning on in as well for just helping out the show and making it extra funnier than what it is. But let's get into here. Let's get into like some questionnaires and that we wrap up. So when it comes on to the show of Kenichi, right? What martial art discipline would you embark?
Or martial art style.
Yeah, would you embark if you was in the anime series?
I would have choose Chinese Kempo.
All right.
I had an interest in Chinese Kempo for a very long time. I like the style. I like the fluent about it. And even though they had Chinese Kempo, they also had Karate Kempo as well. So like two different variations. I prefer that. I was too scared of Muay Thai. Muay Thai is very brutal to the body. I don't know if I have that high level of pain threshold to go to that. So I'll choose Chinese Kempo. That's mine.
Well, for me, I would choose Apache, aka the Muay Thai discipline. I would actually do it. If I had explained for why I would choose that one, personally for me, so surprisingly enough, for those that don't know, I actually had surgery on my legs, right? Because a long time ago.
Oh.
So the reason why I would actually choose this is because knowing that Muay Thai does strengthen your leg. So when it just builds up that consideration, and everything else. Plus,
That makes
knowing
a lot
that
of
I had
sense.
certain like shifts in the bone and stuff like that, yeah, it just way more impact for me. So that's why I
That makes sense.
right?
I remember I was in high school. I tried to kick a palm tree back in Africa, and boy, that thing messed up my brain. So like no one.
yeah.
And mind you, I was doing karate. I thought I was tough. Then my high school friend, we were both dorm mates. So let's start kicking palm tree like doing outside. So I just me stupid old young me. Okay, I can do this.
Right. And then when you actually do
I
it,
tapped it. Boy, I fought so hard not to
oh,
I fought so hard not to look like a bitch. You think I'm lying?
oh no, I
Let
know you're lying. But you
anyone,
know what's
let
crazy?
anyone who don't know anything about Muay Thai try to kick a palm tree with your shin. It's a little, not soft tap, little hard tap. You have to get the feel of it. And let that pain go to your brain. And let the brain look at you, give you multiple middle finger like,
Yeah, no, because look, here's the funny part, right? Because my brother took classes, right? So I know he was in that. I know he took classes. There was one time me and him would be we'll be slap boxing, right? We end up kicking each other leg for leg. He instantly like, and I was like, we were both in pain, but I was laughing at him because he's be training. So I don't know how you're hurt, and I'm not, and I'm over here like I'm taking
you
it
don't
like a champ.
understand. When you had to train your shin, you had to numb it down to the point where it's like it's not existent. When you're not used to that, oh, I was fighting hard not to. I was fighting so hard not to let the bitch tongue come out my mouth. Number two, my body went on a. It wasn't a system crash. It was a system malfunction. I don't know if I would have peeled myself or poop on myself or what would
Right.
happen to me. All I know, the pain registered in my brain.
Yeah,
My brain
yeah.
was telling me "f you."
The moment
never
that,
done it.
that we clicked legs, I instantly started laughing because the way he looked, I was like, I had to laugh.
The
The
facial
laughing
expression,
was
right?
cleaning up the pain for me.
The facial expression, right? He was like,
Right. So we kicked each other in the leg. It was like, bro, leg for leg. We perfectly timed each other leg for leg. It just happened out of thin air. I was like, yo, so much pain.
That's why I'm afraid of Muay Thai because to pass that pain threshold without like eyeball popping out your socket, it's hard.
Right. All right, so moving on to the next question. What makes Kenichi a relatable protagonist, and how does he differ from other shonen heroes?
AKA Yamcha. He can cook.
Anybody for that matter. Well, any main protagonist for that matter.
it the fact that Joel said what he said, I thought about it too. I was like, that was the word that come in my head. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie. No, because the way he said it, I'm like, yeah, I see how he meant it. Because I ain't gonna lie, because in my head, I'm thinking to myself like, well, I can't really. I'm gonna have to leave this for like a different thing. But the reason why I said there's only one part of me that I can't make him a cuck ultimate, because you got to remember, Yamcha died in Dragon Ball. So technically, it's like he couldn't even go to Namek if he wanted to. But then at the same time, though, how do you let the dude that literally killed you? Well, technically didn't kill you. Let Nappa killed you, took your chick. That's still crazy. But yeah. But no, go ahead. Ask the question.
He didn't took the chick. He just let him know you got no territory.
Well,
You walk into your territory,
however you want to swing it.
You walk in your territory. You know what? She's having my baby. He ain't shit you can do about it. And the whole time he was weeping for years. He was weeping behind closed door. He was trying to get his courage back. His courage left him a long time ago.
No! You know when his courage left him? The moment when he went into that damn spaceship pod where Vegeta trains. The moment he cracked that thing open and started that training. Oh, the impeccableness of him weeping like a little girl. I was like, yo, you pathetic.
In other words, there's a reason why your girl left you, because you're not strong enough to give her that type of whooping in the bedroom.
Apparently not Vegeta either, because apparently Vegeta was getting something else too. Because the way they fit him in that damn freaking other TV show, I would not want to talk about.
But here's the thing. According to Peter, he married a trust fund baby. That's the ultimate come up.
Hey, either which way. I
And I can't hate on that. He had a better game than most anime characters.
Yeah,
he didn't have to. He didn't have to work. He didn't have to make money. Money came to him. He was treated like a king without earning it.
But he was a king that was willing to fight for his family. See how that works?
That could have been cool, but then again.
And technically, you got to think about it. Isn't it stated technically a woman is the reflection of a man's crown? So, in this sense, Vegeta's goated.
Yeah, you're right, because Vegeta's so vain, so is his wife, that she got to get a Dragon Ball just to look younger. I'm just saying. I know I've been roasting Dragon Ball D character for far too long on this show. I've been going in. But, yo, this topic had to remind me who was the worst simp of them all. And I hate to say, Yamcha was the emperor. SSS, just like Solar Level, ranking, SSS. S-rank hunter, he was a triple S-rank hunter.
Right. Okay, but knock down on the question real quick, though.
Go ahead.
No, I already hit you with it already. You need a reminder?
Go ahead.
The question number 2 was, what makes Kenichi a relatable protagonist, and how does he differ from the other shonen heroes?
He was a simp in a very unique way. It's slightly different from other anime, but the part that he had...
You see this bullshit? Y'all see this bullshit?
The part that he got lied to, shook a hand on an unnecessary contract. It let me know.
This is the part that he chooses to focus on. This is the part he chooses to focus on. Like, Lord have mercy. Have some dignity.
Dignity? Hold up. Dignity about what? Dude got lied to, shaking hand on, enter hell, and the only thing that makes him forget about hell is a bunch of boyan. Really?
So what makes him relatable is because he's a sucker just like everybody else in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, you horrible. Okay. And then what differs him between the other shonen heroes of the world?
One with a cock. One with a contradicting.
Oh my goodness! This is
one with a contradicting.
Be quiet, you. Be quiet.
One with a contradicted simp in the friend zone.
You know what? Hold on. See, Peter, I'm gonna have to need the controls here. I need to put him down and sit him down somewhere. Lord have mercy. For my answers, okay, what makes Kenichi relatable protagonist? Like most young boys that are not into fighting,
it gave him a place to actually find some discipline and actually grow up in life and see how the world is. That's one. How he differs between different shonen characters. Honestly, he was the only character, pretty much like we said earlier, that's not been overpowered. He actually had to build it up. That's one thing for sure. And personally, I loved it. The only thing is I just wish there was more to it. But nonetheless. Let's go on to the next question because you are just impossible.
I'll be obvious.
What's the core conflict in the series of Kenichi? I swear for God, he says this shit.
There are too many. Too many core conflict. One of the conflict I would say is he double gets himself. Like, dude, you really want to train? If you want to train, why too much time you want to escape? The only thing that will convince you to change your mind. I feel like that was a ridiculous conflict of interest. You shook your head. Oh, I want to be strong. You went to the training. You feel like you were in prison, not knowing where in hell. And many times you trying to escape, they catch you behind. And all it takes you motivate your courage was to see, what the exercise your puberty. I was watching the show with pity. I was like, oh, I'm glad I never met anyone like that in real life because I would have slapped it. Went it over. I was like,
This
you
guy
telling me
right here.
you telling me you start your life over just because you can see this every day when you wake up in the morning?
This guy right here.
What?
All right,
This
ladies and
guy
gentlemen,
right here.
for my answer, the core conflict of the series for me was knowing when to use your art form in a sense of protection or for death, or well, in a sense of killing. However you want to point that out. Because honestly, that is literally the core factor of the show when it got to the tough parts.
Yeah, he wouldn't kill nobody.
Of course, he wasn't killing nobody.
You know why? He won't lose the chance of that.
No, because you really making it about that? Are you serious?
What kept him there? Let's be honest. What kept him in that hell?
The core conflict literally became the fist for saving lives or the
I
fist
know.
for death.
That
And
was
you
the
over
core
here
conflict.
talking about
That
what
was yes,
kept
you're
you
right.
there.
That was the core conflict, like they stated. But let's be honest and real. What kept him in that dojo?
That's not a conflict. That's just a trade-off. F you. Oh my God. You know what? Don't start
Ladies
this
and gentlemen,
BS. Or don't start
do
this
not-
BS towards the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not show your son this anime. Keep this shit away from him.
No. Show him the anime and show him how to have
No.
some resistance, goddammit.
No. You know why? He may find a girl who will match the body description and want to do that same bullshit. No, we don't need all that danger. Not coming. Okay?
You should
Keep
be ashamed
this
of yourself.
anime from your young teenage boys.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You know what? You should be ashamed of yourself.
I endorse that.
Oh,
When they turn
God.
18, they graduate from high school, let them see that. Not before they graduate from high school.
If that's the
want this
case,
bullshit.
do you endorse the same thing for Dragon Ball and the shenanigans that they pull?
Dragon Ball is slightly different.
Oh, no, it's a slight difference.
What?
I ain't trying to hear you no more. I'm trying to silence you. Next
Wait.
question.
That was Master Roshi. That wasn't Goku. Goku was a dead idiot.
But next question.
Goku was a dead idiot.
Next
You all know
question, sir.
that. Okay, go
We're
ahead.
gonna go on to the next question. Stop. You're bickering. Is the series a good entry point for someone new to martial arts anime?
I'll say half yes.
So you're saying 50-50. As far as
Yeah.
the first part, if you were to say this as a sense of first episode coming on in, I would say yes, because I think honestly, in most cases, or not, usually when you watch the first episode, that should be the gearing point of if you keep going or not. So, and personally, I think it was good enough for you to keep going from that standpoint.
Baki
But if we're talking about from arc, yeah, the first arc should be good enough.
Baki and Kenichi show it was more like the kind of anime you want to get to martial arts. That was good because it wasn't no. It was really a really go in place for that.
Right.
For Baki, he had to beat his dad because what his dad did. His dad was like a massive roadblock. Everybody would have favored his dad in Baki. Dad, a dad who was the most dangerous, not even a human being, not even an animal, the most dangerous thing on the planet. And nothing he was afraid of. Everybody was afraid of him. So you gotta get to a level that you can have that courage to face that. Baki, yes.
Right.
And the Ashura is what ego. I'm the strong until you find out you're not the strongest at all.
With that said, let's go on. Question number 5. Which fight do you consider the most iconic in the series, and what makes it stand out?
Wow. Good question. I was thinking with that more Chinese Kempo more fight scene. He fought with someone who was like his rival, and it was like very interesting. Because it's funny how your daughter was looking for you behind. And you felt like you betrayed your country. And I realized there was something, there was misunderstanding going along the way. But the fight scene was very unique. I think that was my favorite fight scene.
Okay. So for me, it would be Kenichi going against Odin. So as you know, these were two best friends. So fighting on two different sides of the coin of the like using the art form for the good or the bad. That right there should sell you the story right there in your honest opinion. As far as why that would make more sense. Especially because if they were best friends, it's like, well, what made them walk? Well, what made one friend walk one path only for the other one to walk the other path? So that's one thing. All right, next question, which is number 6. What is the significance of the fist that saves lives versus the fist that kills philosophy?
The fifth actually like there was an anthem or having respect for life itself and the nature around it. It was more like a level of tranquility. Nature get aligned with the sense of life and stuff, but the fifth that kills more to the dark. It's like to the darkest realm of your mind. All you want to think about is destroying the person or destroying the object. It's more sadistic in that way. Like, you getting this skill just to kill, like, really?
Right. So for me, and I'm actually going to use 2 movies to explain this one question. So for those of you, because I know on the channel we do have a lot of good movie lovers, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you remember The Karate Kid,
Oh boy.
and if you remember that scenery and how that goes, also the movie Never Back Down. If you understand both of those 2 movies and how they contribute, they actually contribute the same philosophies of the fist that save lives and the fist that kills.
The Never Back Down series is a good series to watch.
Yeah, but I'm just mainly talking about the first one.
First one,
Yeah.
Michael J. White, I like him.
One day, I wasn't the first one. That was with the high school kid.
Who's in the back one? Who actually trained them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got questions?
Yep. And this the last one. Were there any moments where you felt Kenichi's process felt too slow or too fast in the anime?
Say that again?
Were there any moments where you felt Kenichi's progress felt too slow or too fast in the anime?
It was almost slow, but it was more like just watch him to get tortured. It was bugging you the hell out. I was like, dude, how much torture do I need to see?
No, I think it was decently well balanced because even in the sense of being tortured, there had to be some sense of comedy coming out of it. So I think it was really well balanced, honestly, in my opinion. All right. That was all the questions I had for this one. But real quick, let's close it out by telling you guys what's the next show. So tomorrow on Coach Ferg and Paul Bennett show, we have Becoming Unrecognizable, the glow up they didn't see coming. Stay tuned for that. That is tomorrow's show. On Saturday, we have Superman on screen. The Man of Steel Through the Ages. That is Saturday's show. And then on Sunday show, which will still be announced, was to be announced because, of course, that is always to be announced usually. So stay tuned for the gray area to pronounce that show. On the next upcoming Tuesday, we have Know Your Why, Unlocking the Power of Purpose. And then, of course, on next week's show, it is not posted up, but it will be coming up soon, hopefully. If not, then I guess we're taking a break that day. Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, that is a franchise we all waiting to see because rumor has it, it's supposed to be ready by next year.
As they say.
When next year, we don't know yet. But there's a huge fan base that follow Hunter x Hunter. No joke.
Yep.
On that note, I enjoyed the conversation, even though it was twisted and hilarious.
It was a comical. We thank all of y'all for tuning on and adding to it because it was just hilarious.
And Garage, White School Podcast, thank you for your comment, your input, because I saw it as I see it. It's a great show. And if any anime that you think that we should bring up, talk about, leave in the commentary. We want to address every single anime. No anime is safe on this show. If it was good, we will say it. If it was funny, we will say it. If it was bad, we will roast it. We'll talk. Either I roast it or Wally nuke it. Either way. It's that way. And we do hoping that we have people who will join the panel and be a permanent fixture to the show and come to the anime. We need some other deep mind to bring their own point of view in a different angle. Sometimes we and one may even bump head on certain topics, we do. And we need that meet a person to say, well, Wally, Black David, this is what it is. I know you guys got your point, but this is what it is. We need a little balance. We need some female balance up here.
I have enough balance for the both of us. He just, wants to be very.
Yeah, I can be kind of bi with some. I'm an old school dude. I like more masculine.
See. His balance that he's talking about is the balance of knowing that he is biased when it comes to women anime, aka full women anime.
AKA Sailor Moon. I don't like Sailor Moon. I have to admit.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
What want me to do?
You should be ashamed of yourself, sir. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What you want me to do?
She's bodying most people in anime. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I can't help it.
Oh yeah,
I know, like back in my high school days.
Yeah, you can't help it. Yeah, you can't help it. See, ain't nothing stopping him from watching Kenichi because at least it's a male lead, right? But we all know who was leading this whole thing, though. But it never stopped him from watching this shit, though. Right? I'm gonna hold you.
You an asshole. You an asshole for real. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your comment if he's wrong or am I wrong. And we know why we're wrong. Put it there.
Go ahead and tell me I'm wrong. It's all here.
Please.
I'm always
Please.
good. I'm always good. He proved me I'm right already.
I'm begging you.
He already proved me I'm right. He already proved
If I'm right, tell me why I'm right. If he's right, tell me why he's right. If I'm
He
wrong,
already proved
tell
that
me
I'm
why
always right. Every single time I come up and say something, he always got to hit me with the.
Whatever, all right?
Yeah.
This is a funny ass show for real. I never laughed that hard over some crazy ass anime in a while. I'm
Wait,
hoping
what
to you
anime
guys.
was it? I know we laughed at something that was even
No, we
hilarious.
were going in on Dragon Ball real bad. We were going in on Tekka Blade that later on the person who got affected by it didn't like what we did. We went in on Gun Grayman. We were roasting that one. Literally, we were abusing it. That anime got abused by us. We abused it. Real talk. Then we gave the public announcement warning. You want to talk about dark anime? Be careful you watch Berserk for your mental health.
Oh, man.
On that note, we see you in the next show. We see you next week for the next episode of Anime Unlock. I am CBN Tech Talk, aka Black David, aka Bear Paw, and my co-host of this show, Wally over here. aka the fact checker, aka the debater. We hope to see you next week for another show, another topic concerning Anime Unlocked. Until there, good night and be safe. Adios.